Huge thanks to PlayStation for sponsoring this video. Alright, so Astrobot, the sequel to Astro's Playroom, just came out a few days ago, and you guys have already been bombarding my comment section asking me to platinum it. And the boys at PlayStation and Team Asobi did indeed hook your boy up with their brand new platformer out now exclusively on the PS5. Make sure to click the link in the description to grab it for yourself, of course, but we won't dilly-dally around anymore because it's time to platinum. Astrobot has a grand total of 44 trophies including the platinum. And there really isn't many guides out there quite yet, but it took me a total of 13 hours to finish, and I'd rate it somewhere in between 3 to 4 of difficulty because this game, while being a load of fun, can be quite challenging at some points. But as usual with the Astro games, they are jam-packed full of PlayStation nostalgia, and throughout the game there was over 150 iconic PlayStation heroes scattered around the galaxies, which this game, by the way, has so much content inside it's actually crazy. The main goal for Astrobot is to work together and repair the PS5 mothership and lead the PlayStation Armada to victory. I don't know about you, but if I saw every single PlayStation hero running at me, I would probably piss myself. And since it's on the PlayStation 5, of course you will literally feel every single jump and punch come to life in your hands through the DualSense wireless controller. Team Asobi is pretty well known for being one of the best game developers in actually using the haptic feedback and adaptive triggers to their full potential. But enough of me yapping, let's get right into this game's trophies and platinum this masterly created game. The first trophy pop I received today was from me actually just saving my first bot in the game total. This is a major part of Astrobot's story and both trophy lists, simply saving or finding all the bots total around each level of the game. But for now I just saved one and got this trophy. I then continued on with this very first level, which might I add is a total vibe and lots of fun. Anyways, I again got a trophy simply from getting my first collectible type. This one, however, was the puzzle piece. Puzzle pieces in this game get all collected and added up to make new unlockable rooms and even levels in the future of the game. Anyways, this first level didn't give me any more trophies and also didn't end with any boss fights or anything overly insane because, well, it's the first level of the game. So we jetted on out of it and onto the next. The next level also introduced us into using these gloves that have insane reach on them and are a super fun part of some levels in this game. Alright, so I'm not going to go through every single level of the game because there is quite a few and I don't want to give it all away for you guys who are interested in playing for yourself. So the next trophy I did get was on a level that was based around a construction site in the sky above the clouds. Sounds pretty safe. But it was actually from me hitting a basketball in to make a shot. There was also a giant boss battle against a totally life-size gorilla, and I'm pretty sure my testosterone got raised a bit here. This was an adrenaline-inducing experience. But then I got a trophy called Net Profit on the level right after from catching a gold butterfly on a video game character's world-specific level. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've played this franchise yet, but I'm pretty sure it's called Ape Escape. And I assume this because the entire level's purpose is us chasing after monkeys that have escaped. Astrobot also features special levels throughout the game, including a God of War level and Uncharted level later on, which go unreasonably hard if I must say so for myself. But upon completion of every one of those special levels, it also ends off that galaxy's main levels and we get a piece of the PS5 mothership, which we then have to take back to the crash site to re-put together and put back on the PS5 mothership itself. You also do get a trophy every time you do this, so that's neat. I then did a few more side levels in the Gorilla Nebula Galaxy, which is the first one I've been in so far, and right here is when I managed to find every single bot and finish that collectible trophy. About a half hour later, I was then on the next galaxy because I finished all the stuff on the other one, obviously, and I ran into a giant tree that wanted to talk to me, but I just drowned it with water because I'm an evil human being. However, it was a trophy for messing with the tree, so I'll take it. I also got another combat trophy in this galaxy from taking out 2 of these worm caterpillar kind of things at once called Double Dug In, which was very cool. And this galaxy also did have the God of War level, by the way, which was such a blast. I absolutely love the God of War universe and expect some OG games of that soon on the channel. Anyways, this level was entirely based around the games, of course, and they even had a Raven hit objective like the God of War games also do have, and I got a trophy in this level from hitting all of the Odin's Ravens. God, this game is amazing. I also got the next mothership part, built it, and got another trophy. And I actually managed to find enough puzzle pieces at this point to finish off one puzzle, which unlocked me the Gacha Lab, basically a slot machine that gives you new cosmetic things for your save bots. But don't we all love gambling, am I right? I also got all of the puzzle pieces to unlock the garage shortly after, which gave me a trophy, and now I can also customize my dual speeder. After that, I went back and cleaned up some side levels here in the tentacle system, which is the second one, and I got a similar trophy to the Gorilla Galaxy from saving all of the bots here. So I began the next galaxy, and on the first level, there was a casino type place with some actual slot machines here. And if you get gold from each and every one of them in one go, you get a trophy from doing so. This galaxy special level, by the way, was indeed the Nathan Drake one, and almost equally as fun as the God of War level. However, I am a bit biased because I'm a huge Kratos fan and would 100% pick him over Nathan Drake any day of the week, especially in a fistfight. But this level still slaps I've heard of my father, and I got a trophy during it from finding a special collectible that was also a reference to the Uncharted Lost Legacy game. Astrobot might have the most cultured developers ever, who knows. But again, with the conclusion of that level, we received more mothership parts, and after I slotted in that thing, I got another trophy. And I also finished the puzzle for the changing room after, which makes it so I can now change appearance. I mean, I don't know what else you would use a changing room for, but I'd love to know. I then, in usual succession, made it my goal to find and rescue all the remaining bots in the Serpent Starway Galaxy, which is where I have been, and also the third galaxy in this game. However, the side levels here were actually a bit hard, but if we were being honest, it's probably more than likely a skill issue. You guys know how good I am at games, come on now. But eventually I did finish every level, and here's the trophy from saving all of the bots. During one of the first levels in the next galaxy, I got another trophy, but it wasn't like any of them I have done so far, because this one was some swimming up into a hoop like a damn trained dolphin. Feeling like I'm in the New York Zoo right now, on God. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have no idea what this special level is, but I got to roll around and have fun, so I'm not complaining. I feel like a child again, it's great. However, I would still get a trophy from putting together the PS5 mothership part again, and also another from a puzzle, but this time it was regarding the Safari Park. However, the Safari Park is actually essential to the Platinum because it's where you get the camera from and need to take a few photos for some trophies later on. Oh yeah, and this galaxy, or the fourth galaxy, is called the Camo Cosmos. Don't even get me started on how hard this one was. I might have lost my mind for a few minutes. I apologize for not being a god-tier gamer like I should be. It's my own personal battle. But in same succession as earlier, I found all of the bots here and got another trophy. Now, as you probably know, we are quite far into this game, being on the 5th galaxy total, so the trophies started to dry up a bit, and I got 0 at all during the next galaxy's levels, but the special level was Horizon themed, and again, was a banger. They absolutely nailed these special levels, and they are honestly so much fun to play, especially if you've played the games they are based on. It's just perfect, man. We can't ask for much more. But I did actually get a trophy from the Horizon level when I didn't break any of these laser trip wires, and all the enemies here ran into them. Gotta love low IQ robots, am I right? I then got one more after I put together the PS5 part, and that's cool. It's looking pretty much built now, and it actually is finished because that galaxy was the final one in the game. Haha, I bet you didn't see that one coming, did you? But there is still lots of levels to do in this game, with the final main one right here being a giant fight against the game's antagonist, the giant evil green alien. The fight was great, had a lot of different places during it, and once I defeated the green evil guy, I got my last trophy directly from the main story right here called A Lot to Process, the typical Its Ilusion video experience. So with the Astrobot main story now completed, it's time to just go back and get every bot and puzzle piece we missed on the way here. I, however, was keeping a close eye on them, so I didn't have to go back into any levels I've already done, but rather just go and complete every single bonus secret level that I was unlocking throughout the game's main levels. There was quite a few of these, however, most are super quick and simple to complete with even less bots and puzzle pieces in the main levels. And the first trophy I got here is from actually getting all of the bots saved on side levels inside of the last galaxy we just did, called the Feather Cluster. I then began to grind out multiple of those bonus levels for about an hour or so until finding every single bot in them, which was also every single bot in the galaxy, and I got a trophy from that right here. I then returned back to the crash site because I was still missing a few collectibles from the crash site, as a matter of fact, which were also my only collectibles left to get. And in my confusion trying to find them, I just climbed the mothership because I felt like there might be something up there. You know, there wasn't. No, it was empty like my soul. But I did get a trophy from just being on top of it, so that's awesome. And then I went to the Safari Park after to look for stuff. Didn't find any, but I did use the camera for my first time and got another trophy from that. I also went to the backside of the PS5 mothership where all of the components are, and I guess they also sing. So I got a trophy from listening very briefly to that informative audio. There was then a trophy gotten from interfering with a bot trying to do this heavy lifting job on a certain collectible path right here. And I finally went and used the Gotcha machine. This is the same machine that was in the Astro's Playroom game. You have to spend coins every time you use it, and you get a neat little prize, usually. However, once I spun it for the first time, I got a trophy. I then decided to empty out all of my funds into it because I needed numerous items from here to use back in the crash site hub for trophies, and also to get my last 2 puzzle pieces that I needed. I ended up getting lucky and actually getting almost every item I needed within the pulls I got from the machine. So back in the hub, I found the last 2 puzzle pieces, and they got added together to make the final puzzle that I needed, which was none other than a gateway to the real final level of the game. And this final level, by the way, was quite hard to do, so I decided to just take a break from it after failing, miserably. But back in the crash site hub, I just farmed ruthless amounts of cleanup trophies. First was some dancing in front of all of the bots like an absolute Chad, and second was from snapping a picture with Nathan Drake, Laura Croft, and myself. You know, you can't really see it, but we're all in there, trust me. I then did a trophy which had me get run over by this one bot special ball. Very interesting. And another from me beating the brakes off of a bot underneath this very special gateway right here. I also got absolutely knocked out by 2 fighter bots, which is a great reference to more games. And I then decided to return back to the final level and just finish her off. But before that, I broke the bot wall and got a trophy from doing that, which is kind of hilarious. So I then did the final level again. It only took me around 10 minutes to beat it this time because I went in with a peace of mind. And the ending had us save one more bot who was hidden within the game, the golden bot, and there is that final trophy. So I only have a few trophies left to get, and they are all related to the gacha items as a matter of fact. Which is why I then went back and just replayed the first level numerous times to get my coin counter up in order to get more gacha items to use for other trophies. And the first one I did was for me dancing with Crash Bandicoot. I might still have some PTSD from that game's platinum trophy, but we're all friends here, right? Anyways, I then went and punched Kratos in the face and then hid behind Thor and he got completely frozen, which was a trophy for inadvertent friendly fire. And finally, we have made it to the final trophy of Astro Bot, simply from us just getting 150 gacha items, and that's it. So once I had enough coins, I used the machine 150 successful times, and I got the trophy with the Astrobot Platinum Trophy right along with it. That was the Astrobot Platinum Trophy experience. I honestly love the game. These Astro titles are always so damn fun and nostalgic. It's a great time. Once more, I want to say a huge thank you to PlayStation for sponsoring this video and for Team Asobi for giving me a copy of the game as well. You guys can check out Astrobot using the link in my description exclusively on PS5, and I would highly recommend you do if you haven't already. Once more, thanks for watching, and thank you PlayStation, and I'll see you guys all in the next one with some more bangers.